What's happening, guys? It's B-RAD and welcome to a brand new series for the channel. Yes, it seems like draft is taking off a lot on YouTube, so I thought, why not do a draft series ourselves? It is the checklist draft, and we're now going to just go into the rules just to explain to you guys how the series is going to work. Now, this video might be a bit longer than the ones that will come up in the future. This is going to be like the tutorial, the kind of setting the stage for how the series is going to work. So if you've come back to this one to see how the rules work for future videos, then just stay with it. And obviously it is all a work in progress, so some things may change and you can have your input in the comments down below. Please do subscribe to the channel, smash a like out for this video, and comment down below any ideas you have for this series. But let's get into the rules for today. So in checklist draft, there are going to be two main parts to this. Now, the first part is going to be trying to save players from discard. So first of all, we're going to have 5 criteria, and you'll be opening packs to try and achieve any of those 5 criteria, and for every one you achieve, it will save a player from discard. We will then, after we've done the packs, get into the draft, and just before we open the draft up, we will be spinning a wheel to get 5 more criteria for the draft or for the actual game itself. Now, if you achieve any of these criteria, they will give you additional saves for discards as well. What we'll do is then go into a game, and for every goal that you score in the draft, it is an additional save, and every goal that is conceded is going to be a discard from that draft team. Now, if opponent rage quits in the first half, you have to go on and play the second game, but you will get 1 extra save for the rage quit. And from the remaining players who aren't safe at the end, you'll have to discard players relating to how many goals you have conceded. Now, the only caveat that is going to be different to this is I will be doing a solo episode which will have some Twitter involvement, and then there will obviously be a collaborative episode as well. Now, with the collabs, they will probably work a little bit different, but with Twitter, I will basically, after my saves are done, will give Twitter a number from 1 to whatever the number will be that relates to the starting 11, the subs and the reserves. They will pick however many numbers it is for concedes. So say I've got 3 concedes, so 3 discards, they will pick, say, number 3, 5 and 7, and that will relate to the positions in the draft, and I would have to discard those 3 players, which could be massive players, especially if drafts are juiced. They could be really expensive players. I can go and put them in any kind of SBC or anything that I want to, but when it comes to the collab series, then there may be some different criterias each, or we might go a bit more head to head rather than the solo episodes. But without any further delay, this is only a pilot episode of the first one. Let's get into those packs and get the first 5 criteria for today's episode. Right, so for today's criteria, which is going to be a little bit foot birthday themed, we are going to go for a player that has a previous foot birthday, a walkout. We're also going to have 2 players born in the same month. Now, they have to be 2 players within the same pick. Obviously, when we do packs, it'll be the same pack. So 2 of these players in the same pick. Now, this might not be achievable. It might be very difficult, but the idea is they shouldn't all be very easy to get. Otherwise, I'd save all the top players at the end, and I wouldn't have much of a chance at discarding any of the high players. I've then got to get a January birthday, because my birthday is in January, so any player with a January birthday, and then I need to get 2 players of the same nation. Again, that will relate to 1 pick as well. So there's the 5 criteria for today. Let's see if we can achieve any of them to get some saves in the draft. So we'll start off with the first 81 plus player pick, and we have got a Polish player and a Mexican player, so they're definitely not the same nation. We've got a board and an 81. Let's see if there's any from January. So no from January, and they're not born in the same, so not a good start for that, and we'll take Carlos Vela. Let's put him away there. Right, second pick then. Okay, we've got 2 of the similar position, but certainly didn't go for 2 the same rated. I should have done 2 the same rated. Any of them in January? No. December and August as well. So no, unfortunately, again, nothing there. I don't think either of these had a previous FUT birthday, and I didn't check my other pack to see whether they had. Let's get generations up and see if any of these have had a FUT birthday. Right after a quick VAR check, Tagliafico and Chilwell, neither of those have had a previous FUT birthday. So let's get on to number 3. 282s again and 2 centre-backs, but not one Spanish, 1 German, Hermoso and Sulas. Have we got a January birthday here? No, September and June, so they're not even the same. I'm going to go to VAR again, and we'll just check whether they've got FUT birthdays in previous years. So we've got one ticked off as Mario Hermoso had a FUT birthday card last year, which I did forget about. But yeah, so that's one criteria picked off. So that's one save guaranteed when we get into the drafts. So now we're looking for a walkout, 2 players born in the same month, a January birthday, or 2 players of the same nation in these last 2 picks. Mario Hermoso again. We know that he doesn't fit any of the criteria. We've got a December and a June. Again, unfortunately, nothing that helps us in there. And the final player pick, come on. We've got 2 of the same nation, 2 Brazils. Come on, please also one of you be January, or both be born in January. That would be even better. August and April. Okay, so in this section, I've only achieved 2 of the 5 criteria, so that guarantees me 2 saves in the draft. What I'm now going to do is get the wheel up to get the criteria that will be set for the draft. Right, so here is the checklist draft wheel. There are 28 entries on there at the moment now. That's 27 with 1 added for a FUT birthday to be in the starting 11. That will change every promo, but honestly, if you've got some ideas of things to put on this wheel, please do let me know. Some of these are draft related, some of these are going to be in-game criteria as well. So let's go and get the 5 criteria for today. Let's spin the wheel for the first one. So if I can, I need to get 3 bald players. So that isn't in the starting 11. If it was starting 11, that would be SXI next to it. So 3 bald players in my whole draft is one of the criteria. Let's remove that from there now and do another spin. Okay, so this one is an in-game one, and this is hat-trick heroes. So I need to try and score a hat-trick with one of the players in the team to achieve that criteria. Now, obviously, if you're 3-0 up, probably if you even get to 2-0 up, some people might rage quit. So this one could be a really tough one to achieve. The next one, all in blue for the starting 11. So that will be a player that's club they play in as all in blue. So like a Chelsea player, something like that. That has to be starting 11 as well. So they have to be in the starting 11 of the draft team. Oh no. So in the starting 11 of my draft team, I have to have a 2-star weak foot striker if I want to achieve that criteria. That might be one I have to sacrifice because I'm not sure I want a 2-star striker. Final one. And we've also got the all in red as well. So a player from like Liverpool, for instance, would have to be in a starting 11 as well. So they are the 5 criteria. Now I'll get onto the draft and we'll put those 5 criteria up on the screen as well. Right, so here we are now going into the draft. Now this is where I said that things will be a little bit different when it's a collab series. So obviously the first thing we get to pick in a draft is the formations. Now if this is a collaboration, basically the way it is going to be is that every criteria not achieved in the pack section is going to give your opponent an extra chance to do something to hinder your game. So the first thing will be that if you don't achieve 1 criteria, they'll get to pick your formation. If you don't get to achieve 2 of your criterias, they'll pick your formation and they'll pick a captain, and we'll go on so like that. What we'll probably do is end up with being a case of they'll probably give you a guaranteed discard at the end as well and things like that. So I'll work those out when we're going to go in a collab, but they will definitely pick your formation and your captain if you don't achieve 2 out of your 5 criteria in the packs. So We're going to use a draft token to enter today's draft. We've got one of those on there. What I should mention as well, I'm going to have 6 minutes to build the draft, and that will be something that you'll have in the collab series as well. I get to pick my formation for today though, and bearing in mind that we're going to have a 2-star striker, if I can try and find one, I'm going to go for the 4-1-2-1-2. And as soon as I select my captain, then the 6 minutes will start. So let's see who we've got in there today. Right, we have got Ziyech, who obviously plays for Chelsea, and they are all in blue. So I could get that one done straight away. Yeah, Barcelona don't play in there. Gnabry, but they don't play. I could take the icon just to give me a good, but he's not very good in terms of a centre back. If I get Ziyech, he also goes on the bench. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my all in blue criteria guaranteed and put Ziyech on the bench. So let's start a 6-minute timer for the rest of the criteria in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so he's gone onto the bench. Let's try and see if we can get... Ooh, okay, Cristiano Ronaldo's foot birthday. I don't think I can turn that down. Manchester United, do they play all in red? I mean, they've got white shorts. You guys let me know. Is it harsh for me to not give this to myself because they have white shorts? I would say no. I think it has to be like a Liverpool... someone that's fully all in red. But let's pick Ronaldo anyway. Now we need someone here who's got a 2-star weak foot. Have any of these got a 2-star weak foot? Yes, Rivaldo has a 2-star weak foot. So that means we are taking him. That achieves another criteria on there. At striker. Right, now we need an all in red. Because if I'm not giving myself the one for that. Bald as well. We're going to say they have to be very, very bald. They can't just have like Rivaldo there's got some hair on his head. Ziyech's got some hair on his head. It's not good enough. They have to be very bald. Cool. He's quite bald, but he's still got some hair there, hasn't he? This is a terrible pick though, so I'm just going to pick anyone there. Looks like it's going to be much of a Premier League draft. There are some things in there that do give you criteria to have to build 3 league hybrids and things like that. But we didn't get him today. Oh my, Kante is there, and Kante is definitely bald. But that does give me a great player at centre mid on the right hand side. Can we go for Di Lorenzo? I mean, I feel like we should because of the foot birthday theme, but Kyle Walker does give us chemistry. Now let's go Kyle Walker. We need... There's the other thing I should have said as well. So I keep forgetting things as we go along here. You have to get 100 chem in order for your criteria to qualify. So if you don't get 100 chem, none of it is relevant. We'll go for Chris Smalling because he's English. Fits in there with the English right back and CDM. No one else here. No one bald to go on the bench. We'll take Collins for a super sub maybe. Left backs aren't great. We'll take Justin because he's Premier League. And then goalie. Wow. Okay, we've got some big goalies, but we'll take Neuer for the link to Collins, I think, here. Right, let's go and get the rest of it. We've got just over 3 minutes left. Van der Sar. Definitely. I need some more bold players. Then I've just got the all in red to get and the hat-trick hero. Have I not got an all in red player? Roma, do they play all in red? I'll have to do a VAR on that one and check that one out, but definitely none of the others do at the moment. Looking for a Liverpool player. Man United again. I think we have to get him. Yeah, we have to take Varane just to give us the chemistry there. And let's get Van der Sar in. Oh, Matthias and Lahm. We'll take Matthias there, put him on the left centre mid. That gives us full chemistry. So we're guaranteed to get our criteria because we can get chemistry. We might just not get the all players in a red kit and all the bald players because there's not a lot of bald players coming up at the moment. We can afford to take any... Oh, there we go. Mane. Is it starting 11 though? Yes, it is. Oh, no. I don't think there's anywhere I can get him where it's not going to... I'll have to check. Have to get the manager and everything within the 6 minutes as well. I'll take Saka. Ashley Cole, that would work at left back. Big Phil Foden. There's not been many bald players, has there? If I have missed any, then please feel free to roast me in the comments. But I don't think we're going to get the bald one. No, we definitely aren't. Right, okay, let's get a manager. We need a Premier League manager to try and see if we can fit Mane in. We get Patrick Vieira. Right, okay. Let's get back to the draft. Come on, skip. We've got 1 minute 20 to try and see if we can fit Mane in without losing the chemistry. Oh, yes, at centre-back. Okay. I think I'm going to do it just to get the extra save, because there are some big players on the line here. I've got Cristiano Ronaldo's foot birthday, Odegaard's foot birthday, 3 icons. There are a lot of players. Kante's card there as well. I need the extra save. So, Mane's going in at centre-back. I will sub him off, but that gives us the all-in-red criteria as well. I then have the hat-trick hero to try and achieve in-game to give me 6 guaranteed saves. Obviously, that would actually give me 9 because I'd get 3 for the goals I've scored. That is the draft. Let's get into the game. Here we are going into the game then, and we're up against Foot Birthday Ronaldo, also Ronaldinho, and I think even the same formation, so this could be tough. We need goals to get more saves. That's what it's all about. We also need to sub Mane off. There we go, we get a goal straight away. That is 1 extra save, and that is with Kante. So I don't think the hat-trick hero is going to be likely. If I can get Kante upfield is what I need to do. Yeah, we'll see. I'll have to trigger some forward runs with him. Oh, Ronaldo! What a goal! And is this going to be a rage quit? Is he going to quit already? It will give me an extra save, but it's not a lot, really. It is a rage quit, so... Right, so as that was actually a first round rage quit, it means I do have to go into a second game, but I have got 2 saves for the goals I scored and 1 extra save for the rage quit as well. So that gives me a grand total at the moment. Let's have a look as we see... Mbappe, Garrincha, that's quite a nice team. That means that gives us 8 in total. We've still got to try and get the hat-trick. But here we go into the second game. There we go, we get another goal before we've even managed to get the sub. So it's 1 more save. I'll put that up there now, and that is Martin Odegaard's foot birthday. Let's get Mane out of that centre-back role. We'll put him into the left centre mid, Matthias into CDM, and we'll take Rice out and put in Chris Smalling. Let's get into the rest of the game. Oh no, there we go, we've conceded 1. That's 1 guaranteed discard. Get in! Another goal with Cristiano Ronaldo. Gives us another save. Just the 1 discard at the moment. We are under the cosh a little bit. So we go half time in the second half, and we have one guaranteed discard, but we do now have a total of 9 saves. So that's very handy. Or 10 saves, actually. We've got 10 saves. So, yeah, that's very handy for saving the icons. Foot birthday Ronaldo, foot birthday Odegaard. So hopefully we're limiting the discards by scoring the goals and having that criteria we met earlier. Let's get into the second half. And there we go, another goal. Foot birthday Odegaard this time. If only we had score a header as a part of our criteria, we'd have gotten that one there with Martin Odegaard. But hey, have we got another rage quit? What we're saying? 3-1, he's paused it. Doesn't look like it. Maybe he's making a sub. And our 2-star weak foot striker in true style drags it wide. We could have got another save there. Okay, we've conceded another. It's 2 discards. I feel like these guys changed his control over to his brother or someone else, because in the first half he never did any skill moves, and in the second half he's doing loads and lots of pressing as well. So yeah, I definitely don't think I'm playing the same person. Ah, that is a handball if ever I've seen one. My goodness, that was worse than Rodri's. And we conceded another one, which means we're likely going to extra time. It's 3 discards, and it could be more if we now head up in extra time. He's definitely passed the controller over to someone else. Rivaldo should have scored that shot. We've had a handball on the line. This game's got it all. Okay, extra time it is. Let's make some subs. Don't know why Saka hasn't hit that volley straight away. I've definitely triggered it in. And there we go again. We put Saka on up front to try and get herself a goal for Rivaldo. He's had 2 very good chances and hasn't put them away, unfortunately. I think I'm going to pop him in midfield and get Sadio Mane up front to try and see if we can seal this game off. But so far, we haven't conceded one, so we haven't got another discard yet. There we go. We get another goal. It's another save, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. I might be able to see how close we are to getting his hat-trick as well, actually. Let's pause it and have a look. Let's have a little look at the facts then. Cristiano Ronaldo has 2 goals, so if we get another goal, we will have the hat-trick hero done as well, which will give us an extra save on top of the goal he has to score. That's all we're after. Let's see if we can get another attack with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's head! Come on! There we go! We get the hat-trick hero done. We get another goal. We got 4 out of our 5 criteria for the draft done. We just didn't get 3 bold players. The guy is now pausing. If he's going to rage quit at 5, he's rage quit. We don't get an extra one for that. Obviously, it is the second game. It's just in the first half of the first game that we get that. But now that means there are still 3 discards available. So I'm going to get all the players safe that are going to be safe. Then I'll turn to Twitter and give them a chance to discard my players. Right, so I've redone my calculations, and actually I have 14 saves. So that is 2 from the pack criteria, 4 from the draft criteria. So that was the hat-trick hero, because Ronaldo got one. To have a 2-star weak foot player in my starting 11, which is Rivaldo. I had all blue in Kante and all red in Mane in my starting 11. So then I got 2 goals in the first game and a rage quit, so that gave me 3, and I got 5 goals in the second game. So that takes it to the 14 saves that I have. So first of all, we know that it's guaranteed that we're going to be saving the icons, so let's put them at the end. And we'll sort of get an idea a bit there of what sort of special cards are going to be up for grabs. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What we'll do is we'll say, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we'll do the 2 strikers, my subs and reserves, as all the safe players. So I'll leave Ronaldo and Rivaldo up there. Let's put all these other players down into the subs and reserves, and then all the rest are going to be up for discard. As we said, it does mean that Twitter will have 3 discards for me conceding 3 goals in that game. I guess Saka's probably the next cheapest. Declan Rice may well be more expensive than Phil Foden or Gravenberch maybe. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, so Declan Rice is more expensive than Gravenberch. So what is going to happen is I'm going to put on Twitter, they'll have a chance of 1 to 9. That will be my cam, then my 2 centre mids, so that'll be 1, 2, 3. CDM will be 4. Left back to right back will be 5, 6, 7, 8, and then goalkeeper will be 9. So I'm going to let them know they can pick 3 numbers from numbers 1 to 9, and it will correlate 2 players for discard. What I'll do now is I'll switch them all over now, and then we'll put it all in. Oh no, I don't want to put him in there. God no. And then let's see what numbers they pick. That'll be how I do it. I'll send it out to Twitter now, and they can give me some discards for today's episode. Right, we have had a reply on Twitter, and it is from MERSGOTH, who is actually part of the FSB creators along with myself. You can check the links out down in the description, and we are actually filming an episode of Foot Eliminator tonight for this coming week on the mid or prime icon player pick, so be sure to keep an eye out for that one as well. But he has said 3, 7 and 9. So 3 relates to Roussillon, 5, 6, 7 is Gravenberch, and 9 is Inform Sarabia. So I will get them into an SBC. I will let him know the damage. I'm sure it'll be delightful that he's got some of my coins, and then we will get into the discards. Right, so here we are then submitting Gravenberch and Sarabia into the 84 rated squad, which finishes off, incidentally, the mid or prime icon player pick for tonight's episode against Mers. So there we go, definitely overpaid for that. We didn't put Roussillon in because I had all those other gold rare players in there anyway. But there you go, as you can see it, the mid or prime icon player pick is done. As always, like I said, guys, this is a work in progress, so let me know in the comments if you think there are any improvements that can be made. Should there be some guaranteed discards on the line before we even get into the game? Because obviously if I won 2-0 and 2-0, because I got rage quits, or I just won 2-0, then technically I'd get away with it. And I know you guys want to see me discard. But even so, that alone, you know, 15k for a draft and about 30 to 35k for those players means I've discarded 50k with actually an episode that has gone well for me. So we have to weigh up the pros and cons. After all, I am only a small content creator. And for that, please do smash that subscribe button. Please like the video down below, and also, like I say, comment any ideas you have going forward for this series. But as always, I've been B-RAD. Thank you for tuning in.